Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna do a little bit of Z-Man Monday where I take a bait, an Elastec bait, off of the bait wall and we talk about it, why I like it, you know, how I rig it and what type of situations I fish it in. And today, we're gonna be talking about the FATTYZ. All right, so the FATTYZ is a straight tail worm design, but it's kind of a chunky design. It's only like, what is it? 5 inches long, but it is a wider profile bait, pretty wide here at the front, and then it narrows down, and then you've got this wide bulbous tail on the back, and it's just a great straight tail worm presentation when you want something that's a little bit more short and squat and has a larger profile than just, you know, a similar straight tail worm that has a thinner body. But the FATTYZ is one of those baits that I use with a lot of different worm rigging styles. So I will Texas rig this bait. I will usually use like some sort of round bend offset shank hook, like the WRM 114, something like that. Usually use like a 3/16 ounce weight, maybe a 1/4 ounce weight, something like that. And then I also like to use it on a shaky head a lot. That's probably my favorite way to fish the FATTYZ overall, is on a shaky head. But one of the things that's really key about the FATTYZ is actually the fall. It's not how it acts on the bottom, even though how this acts on the bottom is pretty important because it's made of Elastec. That tail really likes to stick straight up in the water column. But really, to me, the FATTYZ is extremely good at offering a nice horizontal fall, a nice glide action. And that brings us to another way that I like to rig this bait, and that's with a core tackle hover, or sorry, not a hover rig, even though that would work now that I'm thinking about it. But the core tackle Ozark rig works really well with the FATTYZ overall. But yeah, as far as like the reasons why I like the FATTYZ, number one, it's buoyant because it's made of Elastec, so it has a lot of like floating action when it's standing still on the bottom. The overall wide profile of this bait, you know, just kind of the thickness of the bait itself for the length, allows it to have a nice glide to it. Yeah, and also just the size. It's very easy for those fish, even if they're full, to just decide, I'm gonna eat that thing. So overall, it's Texas rig, shaky head, and Ozark rig. Those are the 3 different ways that I like to rig the FATTYZ. Occasionally, and I have had a lot of success using it on a Carolina rig too. So that's another rigging option. But those are the primary ways that I fish the FATTYZ. All right. Now, as far as like the different colors that I like with the FATTYZ, there's really 3 different colors I use on a regular basis. I use Junebug, green pumpkin, and a watermelon red most of the time. Like those are the 3 that if I had to choose just 3 to fish with, you could get away with just using those. But there are some sleeper ones that I really like. There's a lot of times if it's a like clay bottom or something like that, peanut butter and jelly, you know, PB&J is a really good color for that. If I go to a lake that has a lot of red clay, PB&J works really, really good too. But anyways, the FATTYZ, very simple design, but it's very, very effective, and it is fairly unique. There's not a lot of baits out there that are this short that have this wide of a body and can work so well on something like a shaky head or like an Ozark rig or something like that. So anyways, guys, that's it for Z-Man Monday today. The FATTYZ is simple but effective, and overall, it's one of my absolute favorite worm designs under 6 inches. So let me know what you think about the FATTYZ in the comment section below. I know a lot of you guys out there fish the FATTYZ for sure. And my buddy Keith comes to mind. Shout out to Keith. I know he loves fishing the FATTYZ, as he calls it. Not to call you out, Keith. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Use the link in the description below if you want to buy the FATTYZ. That's a great way to support the channel, is using those affiliate links. Other than that, I'm going to see you out on the water. Make sure you trust the process.